What's up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games, and we are back in Planet Coaster, and one of my favorite projects we've been working on, Silver Dollar City Recreation. I can't wait till it comes together. So a little bit of couple things real quick. As you have noticed, I didn't stream the last 2 days. I've been extremely busy with work. These last 2 days we had a job fair at Silver Dollar City, and I was helping out with that, and it was a thing that went on all day. So I was one of the paper runners and everything, so I got to run papers back and forth from different areas and stuff like that. It was a lot of fun, a lot of interesting things. I had a lot of downtime though as well, so I didn't get to do a whole lot all the time. So the last 2 days we've had a job fair, and that's kind of what's been going on lately. I got the day off today, so hopefully get some progress done today. That's what I'm hoping, and get some good stuff. So as of right now, I'm looking at streaming today or right now, and then maybe tonight as well. Kind of make up for the last 2 days, and try and get some maybe some extra streams going. We'll see. But hello everybody, and I hope you guys are having a great day. And let's do it. So I was working a little bit off screen, and then I decided to go ahead and go live. So I was working a little bit off screen on a couple things. I started on the bakery once again. I think I started on this in earlier episodes, but just couldn't get it right. And as you can see what I did to the floor here, I did some covers here for this because it has like this little cover, and I'm also covering up some pathways, some gaps in the pathways and stuff. Got some benches in here. Looks really, really good. Hello, everybody. For the new viewers are coming, just like to say hi. So, anyways, we got that part of the building kind of going, and there's still this other half as well that still needs to be worked on as well. This is the spot where they store. This little spot right here. This is where they store the strollers at. So there's a lot of strollers that go in there. This is going to be enclosed, so it's going to hide up all this ickiness, and that's going to look like that. And I still want to work more on the hospitality house. I also worked a little bit off screen just a moment ago on Thunderation's building, just a pinched, not a whole lot, just a little bit get it going. So as you can see, I kind of worked on this spot up here, kind of put some more walls down, and that's about it pretty much. So that's all we really did with that. So that is good. And I just want to get into a little bit more since I still got quite a few reference photos and stuff. So that's nice. And I'll be going back to work tomorrow. I got worked 6 days this week, which was quite a bit. So I got quite a few hours this week. So I'm pretty happy about that and everything. So, but we got Thunderation. I think I did like one section of the custom supporting here on Thunderation, and I'm hoping to get a lot of this area kind of coming together. That's kind of like my goal. I don't really want to move on to any other areas. I don't want to get past this point until I kind of get that more completion factor in some of these spots. And that's kind of what I want to work on a little bit. I still have a couple of buildings. I really need to start finishing some buildings because a lot of the buildings have been started but not completed, and that's kind of like where I started because I kind of wanted to get a feel for where everything's at. That's why I kind of just got it started and everything. Didn't really do too much with it, and we need to get a lot of those buildings kind of squared off and kind of more in the finished spot right now, and a lot of them are just kind of started but not finished, and that's kind of the where they're looking at the moment. So we want to change that quite a bit, but welcome to the stream. Heyo. All right, so that's another section in place there. Let's work on this. Needs to make a pretty heavy turn here. I don't mind putting a little bit less detail on these because they don't have to look as good. They're just one of those small details that you wouldn't usually notice that much. So I kind of don't really pay attention to it as much. So. But with every little bit, we're going to get a little bit more and more of these custom supports on Thunderation done. So we're going to keep those up. to where they're at. Keep those going on every so often. As you can see, getting closer and closer to the helix section, which is nice. And I think there's a couple of spots I still kind of want to work on. I think I want to work on this last part of Thunderation's brake run, because I do want to make this brake run longer. It's not long enough, as we can see here. So I'm going to just make this kind of go at a different angle in a sense, because this brake run does need to be a bit longer. Okay, which is not a problem because there's not really much over in this direction. As long as we don't go too far, we should be fine, because there's a little backstage area here that I will build. But as of right now, we don't have to really worry about it, so we're in good shape. Alright, so we're just gonna move this terrain out of the way. This terrain's not final, of course. It's just kind of in our way right now, so we're pushing it off to the side. It's one thing that's really difficult about the park, of course, is that this park is very terrainy, and we have to work with all that, so. Alright, so I'm gonna kind of lead a little bit more this way with my Thunderation design here. There we go. You know, like old era coasters, they have a lot of those little straight sections on their rides, so it's not very smooth. It's kind of like a very maybe old roller coaster tycoon kind of style. Okay, so that is going to work pretty well. We're going to go through and smooth this out just a pinch. But again, I like to try and keep those straighter sections on my aero coasters, because that is something they do have quite a bit. So, alright, that should be a lot definitely longer there. That hopefully will work a little bit better. Yeah. I want to make sure there's a little extra, and then there's actually the transfer building that's also right here as well. So we got the transfer building to worry about, and that will hopefully look pretty darn good. Again, I got a lot of reference photos here on my phone that I will be able to use. One thing I kind of wanted to get started on was the Blacksmith area. I got some reference photos of it. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to get it right now, but I do have reference photos of it at the moment, so we're going to see how that turns out. I also need to eventually make the swinging bridge as well over here, and we'll see how hopefully all that will turn out. Alright, so Midtown's going to be down here. This is going to be Midtown, and beautiful lights, by the way. It's in during this season, last Christmas season, for Christmas in Midtown. That was a really was a light spectacular. So I would assume they're gonna do it again this next year. So that would be fantastic. Maybe you can add more lights somewhere else. I don't know. Might make them want to do it to some more sections of the park. Of how well it did, because they had a fantastic year in during Christmas this season. It was, attendance was through the roof. So there was a lot of attendance during Christmas time. And alright, so I'm just trying to make sure this is kind of smoothed out a little bit. Again, we're gonna be building a little bit on a slope, so that's always kind of like a bit of a difficult task at times, so we gotta be careful. So my goal is to try and get from the entrance to Time Traveler, kind of get that area really detailed up and almost completed before I really kind of move into somewhere else. It doesn't have to be 100% completed, but at least get like a lot of the buildings kind of developed, because the buildings aren't really developed yet. The station buildings on these rides aren't done yet. I pulled my headset out Again, why do I always do that? I always end up doing that. But just some general stuff, you know, that just needs to be done, like detail-wise and stuff. And I do kind of know a little bit on how Valley Road's going to end up, since it's going to be a lot different this year. But again, I want to kind of hold off until they are completed with that section as well before we really get into anything like that. So I was working on the bakery over here, so I'm going to see if I can't continue working on the bakery. I got a lot of reference photos of that area. And we're going to work on that, and then maybe go back to maybe like the blacksmith area and get started on that section. And then maybe just work on a couple of buildings in general that really need some attention at the moment. Alright, let me find my reference photos here of the bakery, at which I took a lot of reference photos, like, holy crap. Just trying to get my area here. Like, I just kept spamming pictures and everything. It was a lot. Okay, so that's there. So there's another beam that is lower. Looks like it's lower. That's interesting. Alright, but I will go with it. And we have this next section of... Alright, so we need to create a support beam right here. Pretty much. At least for right now. Hey, I'll be coming in and out today. Make sure to watch as much as possible. That's cool. Again, we'll probably be streaming more again tonight, so hopefully that's the plan anyways. Is to stream some more tonight. And kind of make up for the last 2 days and get some more content out. Joe, I'm playing Planet Coaster, and I guess I broke it because the rides are going and the peeps don't have the restraints on. Oh, that's not good. Man, you need to get some safer operations there. Because that's not very safe. Not at all. That's not safe at all. Alright, I got this about where I actually need it there. So that's good. Okay, so this is kind of like a little bit of an open section. Alright, so what I was actually saying, I need to get rid of this because there's actually 2 of these kind of back to back right next to each other here. Like so. I think this comes out just a pinch. I can't tell, like, not even just in the very slightest. Kind of like that. And like so. And there's some windows here. Again, we're going uphill a little bit, so this is always like the hardest part, is trying to build this stuff on a hill. How do you take a screenshot? I have to take a pic of it. If you're on Steam, you can push F12. It'll create a screenshot for you. And if that doesn't work, you can do a screenshot from your PC, which would be the Windows button plus the print button on your keyboard. Both of those at the same time. Also take a screenshot of your screen, whatever on your screen. So, alright, so we're going to place another support beam over here. Thanks, no problem. Should work. I always recommend doing the F12 in game, and then it'll show you your stuff, and you can upload it to Steam and stuff, and all that lovely things. Okay, I'm gonna go with this for this piece. I'm gonna rotate it sideways, and then we need to make this kind of that orangish color. This is like a support within a support almost. Alright, hopefully this will all turn out good. At least that's what I'm hoping. Oh, thanks so much for that follow. I appreciate it. Hey, Hydro T. Hey, can you try that Outlaw Run blueprint test again and see if you can make it work? Yeah. Maybe in a little bit, once I kind of get this kind of going here first. I could definitely try it again. I only hear you on your left speaker. Oh, hold on. That shouldn't. Oh, why was I muted? Why was I muted there? It says I was muted. That's not cool. Oh, I don't know. How's it now? Is it okay now? Is it okay now? Testing, testing. I must have bumped my thing. That's weird. I don't know. All good for you. Oh, that's kind of strange. Like I wonder if it's better now. I don't know. Yeah, much better. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I looked over and it said it was muted, but I don't know if that was true. Don't know, that was weird. Okay, so we got some windows to place here. What do you think about doing for tonight's stream? I'm kind of undecided at the moment, but I don't know just yet. Alright, we're gonna get to these guys here. There's gonna be an outline that I still have to make of these guys here, so let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna use these guys. We're gonna turn that white because it is a white outline, so you see, I'm gonna put these closer together. Whoops, I duplicated it. I just need to move it. But again, I didn't have any streams the last 2 days because I've been helping out with a job fair at Silver City, and it was events that went on all day, so didn't really get a chance to do much afterwards. So busy stuff right now, and with my schedule being kind of unpredictable at the moment. Oh, that's not gonna work. My schedule being unpredictable at the moment doesn't work very well. Thanks for those bits, Hydro T. I appreciate it. You're awesome, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 100 bits. Anyway, here's some bits. Thank you. Where'd the music go? The music disappeared on the game. That's no fun. Alright, so I want to, again, try and get to the Blacksmith area. That's one of the things I really want to work on today. Try and get that started. That way I really want to start getting a lot of the area completed. So we're going to have to, and then maybe we get started on the cave soon as well. I didn't know that you can actually get a light in there. Hey, thanks so much for the 400 bits. Awesome. Hi, Richirgo. Yes, I do. I got it. I was 500 and you just completed that. See, last time I didn't even get the 500, so we got about, I don't know, maybe like 200 to 300, so I thought 500 was kind of a good spot. Maybe I might start making it like 1,000 or something. But sweet, thanks. Yeah, I made it 500 for this particular one, but it just kind of depends sometimes. Sometimes people can't cheer as many bits, and sometimes they can, you know. It just kind of depends if the ads are working or not. I got quite a few ads last night. I was gonna, before I went to bed. It was real late, though. It was real late. I was watching a stream for a little bit before I went to bed. Not a lot, but and you might ask, why wasn't I streaming at that time? It's because I was too tired and just kind of winding down. Alright, so there's another roof right here, not as tall. And it has these. 500 bits for fixing Outlaw Run once and for all. Yeah, we'll do that. I just want to kind of get this going just a pinch along here. Let's see, where's the texture I'm looking for? There's the texture I'm looking for. I mean, I didn't really want to do anything with that. It won't take long, but Outlaw Run is an area I haven't really got to yet, but we could always have it ready, so... Where's the one in between? Where is it? It's not this one or this one. Or this one. I mean, this one works, but I need the side pieces. What? Oh. Is that one it? Oh, that is it. So I have this one in kind of like a weird spot right now, so this actually goes out just a little bit anyways, so that'll be alright. So your last stream, you almost got it right. In fact, you're 99% almost there. Oh yeah, on the Outlaw Run, on the Outlaw Run one. Yeah. Very, very close. Okay. Alright, so the bakery's gonna start coming along hopefully pretty nicely soon. Let's save that real quick. And resume. Yeah, so we have Outlaw Run kind of thrown together over here as of right now. It's actually pretty good. It's not too far off if it is. It's actually pretty neat. Good right there. And placing wise. I don't know. Might be a little off, but that's okay. So I have to go to the other one to accurately get it in there, so can't wait till we get to that area, of course. Turns out, yes, that perfecting it, the block has to fight all textures on all 6 sides, but even if you only get at least one close, it's way more accurate than doing it by hand like you're... Of course, yes. If I can just get it to where the placement works a little bit more properly, it works a heck of a lot better, so... Yeah. Okay, so we just saved. We're going to go ahead and go to the Outlaw Run save real quick and do it like you said. Try and get that very accurate measurement. I'm going to try it over again and test it out a little bit. So let's do that. And then hopefully if we get this done pretty quickly, we'll try and get to the blacksmithing section. Alright, so I'm going to have to head to the Outlaw Run save. There it is. Okay, so I'm just going to resume that, and we're going to try and get this saved. And the area is not even done yet, so there's still quite a bit to go. Oops. Alright, because I was originally going to use this save as the actual world at first and just work my way from Outlaw Run upwards, but that wasn't a good idea, so that's not how we're going to do it. We're going to do it this way. Alright, so to get these correct, I'm going to, let's see, I want to do certain sections here. Again, I'm not going to use these pieces on the ground are not final. Okay, that's right. This one's all not a actual building, so alright, so I'm going to do that. Those pieces. There we go. Make sure I actually place down the blueprints this time. Yes, because we're going to have to test everything as well. And everything. Okay, so we're only at 664 at the moment. I want to try and get these pathways all selected. Nice and good. And I want to make sure that... we can't have that one selected. I'm just going to try and get these Oh, I messed that up. Of course I did. Now we're going to start out with there. Kind of tempted not to worry about all the pathways here since I'm actually going to end up getting rid of those, so. And the end. But it's nice to have like that little guide as well. And you can save the pieces twice and then delete them before merging the two blueprints together. Save pieces twice and then delete them before merging the two together. Okay, so there's that. Alright, that keeps us under 2,000. Right there. Oh, I gotta place down the block still. I'm stupid. So I have to place down the stupid block. Didn't think this through beforehand, apparently. Alright, this is gonna be a big green block. Big green. No, we need lighter green. Yeah, more like that. Align it to surface here real quick. I don't know if it will make a difference. Place it off to the side here. Alright, let's see. See, in my opinion, I didn't think I needed to do this right away, but, because it's still going to be a while until we get to the Outlaw Run area. Could have been doing this at any time. It's just kind of sitting back there anyways, but, doesn't matter if I guess it doesn't really matter if I do it now or then. Make sure to use them the same block for both blueprints. Yes. I remember. I do remember all that. Alright, so we want to get to as close to 2,000 as we can. We can't do that one. Doesn't really matter. As long as I remember which ones I selected. I want to select 2 at the same time. Alright, was it this one that's different? Yeah, but that's also 2,000. We can unselect that one, and that will give us about 1,800, which is pretty good. I want to get to close to 2,000 as much as possible. What if we did the bridge? Yeah, the bridge will put us way over as well. Okay, so it looks like that's going to be our spot, and hopefully the other ones aren't quite 2,000, but again, it's not a big deal if they are. Easier to select all. How come I'm always doing it the hard way? You always say I'm doing it the hard way. I don't think it's the hard way at all. Because I want... Because I know I'm going to miss a selection if I do it that way, but... It's not a big deal. It's not... I didn't even want to do this at first anyways, because... I'm not even close to getting to the Outlaw Run section, so... It's not a huge deal. But I understand what you mean by that was a hard way, for sure. But it's not a big deal. I guess we can have the right selected here. Doesn't really matter where, as long as we know. That's the thing. Whatever I do here, I gotta remember to make sure to remember what I have selected and what I don't have selected. That's my biggest part. It's remembering what I do and don't have selected. Yeah, so it's 4,000 per blueprint. That gets us to 5,000. We're at. I need to deselect a little more. Still have an old park on the workshop called Funville, and I didn't check up on the safety on one of the rides since the peeps literally got rid. Oh my goodness! You're streaming early. Yes, we're streaming early. We're making up from yesterday. Oh my gosh. See, I don't know if this was trying to figure out. We need to go under 4,000. That'd be a good one. It's okay if you build buildings twice. Yeah, I know that. I just want to try and avoid that as much as possible. Okay, we can deselect that maybe. I can remember for you, just show me the buildings you deselect and I'll type in the building titles in chat. See, if I would have done that, I probably would have done it in a little more organized fashion last time. Let's see, if I deselect that's the station. Wow, that's a lot of pieces right there. Alright, if I deselect the lemonade stand. Ah, crap. That's not even all that got selected. See, this is why I didn't... I feel like this is wasting time because I'm not even working on this section right now. See, that's 6,000. Okay, so I'll try and keep the station and everything out of this. See, this is the station alone. Takes up a lot. Alright, so... 2,000. Coaster and station for... Well, that's the thing. It's not just the station. Like, that's the one part that's not cool. Okay, so I'm going to select everything again real quick because I've already lost track of everything. This is... See, I feel like this is so much work just to try and do this, but... Okay, so... And I'm going to do the front first because I don't want to individually have to select... Why didn't it select this? Oh my goodness. Nothing's getting select... I'm getting confused of what is and what's not selected now. Okay, because that was part of that. That's why. And the biggest piece building and the coaster only first. That's the thing. I mean, I could do up to 3 different ones if I really needed to. Oh my gosh, I deselected everything again. See, this is taking up too much time of the stream, and I'm not even working on this section. Like, I don't know why I have to do this now. This is something I can do off screen, you know what I mean? This is something I want to do off screen. I don't have to do it right now. That's all I'm saying. I know you want it done now, but, like, this is something I can worry about off screen, really. Guess I can have those selected. Alright, that is all that front piece right there. And that's a lot of pieces, so we'll leave that one out. Pretty much the only thing left out is the big parts right there, so... No, I do it myself. My goodness, you don't have to do it for me. That's too much work, too, sending you park files. I'm not sending you the park files. I'm just saying I could do this off screen. Like, this is not something I have to do right now. Okay, save selection. What is your goal to get done? I wanted to work on buildings and stuff and not have to worry about this, but Hydro T really wanted me to do this for some reason. But it's not something I have to do right now. Outlaw Run 1. Alright, so this is under 4,000 pieces. If we have to do 3, I don't know. You have time, it's Sunday. Well, I have a lot of stuff to do today. Not just stream. It's not, I mean, I have today off, but it's like my only day off, so I have to try and, I had goals to get done today. I wanted to work on Rustic City. I wanted to do Rustic City's last episode. That's something I have to record for a couple hours. I wanted to do more than one stream. I have to clean house. It's just ridiculous. Outlaw Run. Outlaw 1. We'll just call it Outlaw 1. Alright. So all we really have is the station building left, and yeah. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna test this blueprint out real quick. This is the one I just did. That's the thing, it's so hard to line up because of how it's going to give me that diagonal crap. That's what makes it hard to line up the two pieces. Okay, so all we need mainly is we're going to change the color of this now. Before we get started, we're going to change this to red. Alright, and multi-selection, we're going to select this now. This. Which is 1,000 pieces, and I can actually look. Okay, I don't have the ramp right there, so that's another piece that goes in. That gives me to 2,900 pieces. Which is pretty good. Okay, so I have the front end done. I think that's all I really needed, actually. If I think about it. Love how there's no lag, though. Me too, absolutely. It's absolutely awesome. But yeah, I think that's the only piece I had left. The coaster too, of course, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I think that's it. Judging based off of that, so this one will be a little bit easier. So let's go ahead and save that section as a blueprint. This will be Outlaw 2. Outlaw Run 2. I don't really care how it's spelled, but apparently I do. Okay, so Outlaw 2. Great. And we'll see how this turns out. So, blueprints. Outlaw 2. Did the coaster? Why didn't did I save it over it? You've got to be kidding. Oh, that was a separate save. Outlaw Run 1. See, I've saved it multiple times because of my other attempts. Oops. Wait a minute. Is this the same one? Why did I save that as Outlaw Run 2? That's not the same. Oh, I don't have the, one thing. Gosh dang it. I didn't save that as Outlaw 2. Oh my gosh. Why is it... why would I save that as Outlaw Run 2? Okay, so we have these pieces and this. I'm gonna save it over this. I should have just saved it right over it. So Outlaw Run 2. Outlaw Run 2. So you have multiple ones. That's my problem. Because I've already made some that are spelled the same exact way. And we don't want that. Okay, I believe this one was an older attempt, so... yeah, that's an older attempt. I don't need this one. I'm gonna update it. That's all we're gonna do. Keep saying it's the last... no, that's not correct. See, that's a different one. That is a different... that was one of my older ones that I attempted. So it's not that one. That one's not it. It's this one. I don't know why the naming was all off, but it was. See, I still had the old ones from our previous attempts. See, this is my biggest issue, is trying to get these together, because look at this. This is going to be impossible to get perfect, of course. And then, of course, it's going to give me the red to where I can't even place it. This is the hardest part because there's no way I'm gonna get this perfect with the diagonal, the diagonal advanced move tool. It's just not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I know the merging doesn't have to be perfect, but it's not even gonna get close to perfect. But yeah, it'll be good for now. There, I'm gonna get back to the right one. Now that I have those saved, it's saved, ready to go. Maybe they can just. I wish they could make blueprints bigger, but it's not something they've done yet. Alright, we're gonna get back to this. At least those are saved. One place because it's. I know. It doesn't matter because I'm not placing it there. That's why I don't understand with, like, when you have, like, no collision turned on, yet it still won't let you place in certain spots, like underground, underwater, and stuff. In the main park at the end of the stream. I don't know, it's just not here. I'll place it in here. I'll delete the old one. It's not worth it. It's not really worth it. It's because we're not in that area yet, so it's not gonna make a difference. And you say it'll be worth it, but it's not really. I don't think it's gonna do anything. It's still gonna be freaking hard to place it down in the right spot. Because I have to do terraforming just to get it in there, because of this. So much terraforming that goes into it. But then it... See, for some reason this saved as Outlaw 2. It's actually Outlaw Run 1, but I don't really care. They're both called Outlaw Run 2. But whatever. You do terraform? No, because if the station's up... Oh my gosh. You don't want this, like, I don't want to spend the entire stream trying to place this crap. Stuff that I'm not even working on right now. I know I could do terraforming later, but whatever. I'm not even, like, I'm gonna be completely redoing this coaster anyways, so. The layout anyways. It's just like, ugh. Place them down. No, because then I would have to... you can't do that. You have to get them perfect the first time. If you don't get them perfect the first time, you're going to have to select every single thing that was in that blueprint. So that can't work. You have to get it where you need it the first time. Otherwise, it won't work very well. Oh, that's pretty good right there. It's not rotated exactly perfect, but... You can see him fighting a little bit there on a lot of the sides. You can see that's pretty. I didn't even get all the pieces in this. Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm doing this later. Like, I don't care. Like, that's close enough for right now. We're not working on this area. It's good. I didn't even get everything in here. I don't even think that's not even right. I don't even think, like, whatever. I'm not worrying about it right now. Like, I don't have the patience to even worry about that right now. Like, we're not working on that area. I'm not working on Outlaw Run. Outlaw Run's area is almost completely done. Not completely, but it's getting there. Like, I don't really care about it right now. Because we're working in the front of the park. But like I said at the beginning of the stream, my goal is to complete this area, not the back area. So you can select all and then advanced move to do whatever. Yes, you can, but if they're not lined up, it's not gonna... If you have to line them up first where you need them exactly. Otherwise, you're going to have to select each individual part. Just because you place them down as blueprints, they're still going to have all these extra parts here. They're not all one building. So you would have to select everything like exactly the way you did the first time to place down the blueprint. So that's why it doesn't work that way. Okay, Blacksmith. Here I come. This is one area I really wanted to start on for this stream. Because, again, I'm trying to get all the buildings in place and then hopefully detail them later. See you later in 20 streams when you finally get to the back area. So, all you care about is that one area? That's all you care about? Like, you gotta start, you don't start in the back and go to the front. That's not how it works. I mean, I tried doing that and that didn't work out, obviously, so. It's gonna be there, like. I can't work on roller coasters every single stream. There's more to the park than that. Otherwise, I would. There's way more than that. You gotta build with, strategy and everything. Oh my gosh, music, where'd you go? I don't need to be working on that right now. That's the only thing. As much as I know you want me to work on that, that's not what we're working on right now. Okay. This is difficult. This is gonna be interesting. Planning on doing an next community spotlight stream. See, I don't know. Like, everyone always asks me, when are you planning on doing? I don't have a set date for anything. There's no schedule right now. I don't even know when I'm going to be able to stream, and that's why there's no schedule right now. That's the issue. But, like, I understand, Hydro T, how much you want me to work on that area, but I can't do it right now. That's stuff I need to do off-screen. Like, there's stuff I do off-screen, there's stuff I do on-screen. And that's not one of the things I do on-screen, because it takes a while to get perfect the way I want it, so. Okay. There's just so much stuff in the, Okay, so I think I can start off with... Pretty much got a flat roof. I need to place down a building piece first, because I want to start off with ooh, I don't know where I'm gonna go with this, because maybe I need to actually work on, before I really get into that, I probably need to make sure I get this area right first. It's actually probably a better idea. I got a good picture of this somewhere. Or is it in my earlier ones? Here's the picture. Right by Hannah's ice cream parlor, we have a pathway that goes down here, and then of course we have the jail. I can actually work on the side of Hannah's a little bit here. Probably be a good idea. This actually doesn't end here. It actually goes around, so I'm going to delete that, and then we're going to kind of work on this over here to go around the side. And then we can place these. Anyways, I heard Time Traveler is getting 2 new buildings. Those are going to be hard to build on Google Earth. Doesn't have them. Not for me, because I can get the reference photos whenever I want. Just snap a couple pictures of them. I'm not going off of, like, I'm not even using Google Earth right now. I'm using my own reference photos for these. So, it actually won't be that hard. I'm holding off on that, just on that section, because I'm waiting until those buildings are done, but yeah, they got the new buildings, and the pathway is actually completely different there too, so that's going to be interesting. But I won't need Google Earth for that. I'll have my own reference photos for that, and then the rest of the park, use Google Earth. Because I know the park, like, by heart, pretty much, pathway-wise, and all that fun stuff. Won't be too hard. Won't be too difficult. Not too difficult. Okay, so I got more of these windows on the sides here, so... Why are you gonna give me that diagonal crap? Oh my gosh, it's so frustrating. It's okay. Whatever. I can do this myself. It's like a little triangular thing on top of these windows. I mean, it's a little bit different, but... Outlaw Run, time travel, the best parts of the series, yeah. Probably, but again, you have to take one area at a time, and we don't rush to other areas. That's something I don't want to do, because otherwise it's going to look like absolute poop. I'm not going to make my stuff look like poop. I'm here to make my stuff look good and accurate. Because that's the one thing people get into, the issue that people get into on building these sorts of things, is just rushing it, and ends up turning out really bad. I get my Bandicam, yeah, it works fine. Never really had an issue with it, I just had to reinstall it since the last episode. And there was nothing wrong with Bandicam on that poor episode of Time City. There was no issue with it. I just couldn't stream at the same time, because stream and record at the same time. That was the issue there. Unless you're talking about the very last episode that I just did, then I had to reinstall it for that, and it's fine now, so... I think it had an update, and I didn't have the update, and maybe that's why it wasn't working properly. So I did not have that update. I want to go with that. But yeah, it's all working good now. I can live stream and record at the same time without any issues, period, now, so. With the new PC and everything. Quite awesome. Okay, so there's a little bit of stairway. There's a stairway right here that we are going to get in. We'll place some more of these guys. Look, I don't know. I don't know. I think there was an issue when putting it over, bringing it over to the new PC and stuff. So maybe that's the issue, I don't know. But you should update it because it's a lot different now. If it was me, I would update it. Keeping your stuff up to date makes it a lot better, because if you don't update it, you're missing out on some new features or just anything like that. So you don't want to miss out on new features, and then it could increase performance as well through updates. In other situations, it might actually be worse for it. You never know. You don't know. I'm going to say it's because traveling it over to my new PC was... I had to reinstall it, I guess. That's my guess. Oh, I need to turn intensity down. That's what this is. Okay, now we got to get this pathway right. It's going to be always fun to do this because you have to get it in the right spot. So there's a stairway coming down there, and then this comes down this way. Always get those angles. We might make that just a little bit less angly. Alright, then we'll smooth these out. Up here. Just gotta get everything smoothed. Alright, I'm gonna push this a little bit further. That way we have some room to work with. That way I can get an idea where the blacksmith shop is going, because I gotta create this little pathway back behind here. That way I know where it starts and everything. And building on a slant, I gotta be kind of precise with it, so. It will hopefully all come together. This area will all come together soon. I'm hoping. And there's a planter right there, so I'm going to use that as an excuse to get that where I want it. So we'll put the planter right there. It's a square planter, but we'll adjust it to where we need to. There's also a little pathway on the side here with another planter slightly further back, which can go there. And then boom, you got the blacksmith right there. And you kind of got like the shop slash building for the blacksmith first, and then it is followed by the blacksmith station itself, where you can watch them craft, which is always a fun time. We do have the jail we have to do. I don't have a good reference photo of that just yet. Don't have Midtown reference photos just yet, so we're not actually gonna be doing anything with any of that yet. So okay, I need to find some stairs. I think there are some. Thought it was in the buildings. Maybe not. It's on the grid. Whoops, why is that? Stairs, maybe it's steps. Yes, it's under steps. Castle steps. Try and use these. Which is not going to be the case, so we're just going to split it from the building. I put the ends here. Use this as a guide, pretty much. Steps on a hill are always going to be kind of tricky. That's for sure. Alright, I'm going to try and do my best to smooth this section out. If I can. Probably won't work very well, though. It's not wanting to connect with these, of course. Thought I had it. Maybe I didn't. Ooh. That's something. Not exactly what I want, but that's something. Anyway, you don't have a day off tomorrow. It's the long weekend. Everyone, including me, is getting a day off. No, I will go back to work tomorrow. I worked 6 days this last week. So I helped out with the job fair the last 2 days. So I haven't gotten any days off. Everyone, including me. Well, No, my schedule is not the same as you. Why would I have the same days off as you? I get, unless I misunderstood your what you're saying here. You said you don't have a day off tomorrow. It's the long weekend. Everyone, including me, is finally getting a day off. I don't work for the same company as you, so... No, I have a lot of training to do still at Time Traveler. Lots of work still to be done. It's President's Day tomorrow. It's a national holiday. Okay. And what would I do? Oh, Joe, how's it going? Hey, Narsh, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I don't know what to say. I don't have tomorrow off, and I don't really care. I want to work. Like, I enjoy work. I enjoy working. That's all I want to do. Is work. It's what I want to do. Oh, okay, so there's a, let's see. These can always get a bit tricky. A bit tricky. Tricky. Very complicated. I don't know. Might need some help with Google Earth on that one. SDC is lame then. They don't give their workers... Oh my gosh, like seriously. You can't call SDC lame, first off. If you don't know, if you worked there, we do get a lot of benefits, actually. Thank you very much. Like, I have a huge passion for my job, and it's just like, whatever. I have lots of benefits, let me tell you. And if you say something bad about the park, or something like that, I am going to defend it big time. Let me tell you that much. I've had people try to tell me, like, oh, I've worked there, no one cares about you, and I'm just like, oh, yeah? I'm friends with all my bosses. Sorry you didn't get along with them. Your bosses, so... Who cares? That's your problem, not mine. I love who I work for. All my bosses, supervisors, managers, we all have a great relationship, so makes it a lot easier to work. You see me getting all upset for me not having a day off? No, because I'm excited. I'd rather work. Like, I enjoy working so much. Like, you have no idea how passionate I am for this job. I would literally probably do it for free. I mean, it's not like... I mean, we, like, get holidays off, like Christmas and stuff, of course. But remember, I work at a theme park, so we're open on certain days. We're even open on Thanksgiving, which actually does get pretty good attendance on that day. I mean, a lot of employees complain. I'm like one of the few employees that don't complain about working on holidays, because that's what I want to do. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, we got another section of Thunderation done. Gotta go back and do that every so often. Always gotta go back and do that every so often. Because you gotta, for me, like, I have nothing better to do throughout the days, so. I mean, yeah, I hang out. Of course, I always spend time with family and stuff like that, but. Like everyone does. Alright, but anyways, but. But to me, SDC is family to me, so works for me. Oh man, what's next? Man, I'm trying to figure out what I need to do. Let me get back to that picture for those planters. Maybe I can do those real quick. I say real quick, but is it gonna really be real quick? Probably not. So many reference photos, it's so hard to find a specific one sometimes. Reference photo, reference photo, reference photos. Where did you go? Where did you go? It's gotta be somewhere about right here. Before that. Where did it go? How was training, by the way? I've only trained one day so far. We should be running 3 trains the next couple days, starting tomorrow, so I'm very excited about that. Alright, music, you're supposed to be filling in the back, but you're not doing it very... Ah, there it is. Couldn't find my reference, because I have so many, because I just spam, like, photos, just getting my references. It's funny. You should see me when I do there. I'm like... Okay, so now I know what texture I want to use for this one. This castle texture, sandstone, actually would work pretty well right here, actually. So we're going to place you. Let me get grid sizes down. It is a square. I'm actually going to move that so we can get that about where we want it. Of course, there's still going to be a spot. So I can't get that. Can't get that. We have not even ran our rides yet. Yeah, we usually start running our rides about... we came in early because it's a new ride, so not everyone's come in yet. So everyone else is just about to go in. I know we have orientation on the 22nd. About the 24th is when everyone's going to be coming in and start training. So, we'll start off with this. Start off like this, and then we'll... It's got actually a tree almost exactly like this, kind of. Which is neat. Has a couple boxes in there. I'll cover that up somehow. Don't exactly know how just yet, but we're gonna do it somehow. I could make it longer, but I don't know if I want to. It's more rounded at the moment. What part of the park are you working on? We're up towards the square right now, so about on the square right now, kind of filling in some gaps and detailing some more buildings. Like we detailed Hannah's just a little bit more here. That's one of the buildings we're detailing a little bit. And I was hoping to get to the blacksmithing area, the blacksmith area, but I'm not sure if we're going to get to that now. It just kind of depends. But we got Brown's Candy. Let me get back to those reference photos. Oh my gosh, those are down here. There they are. Let's see. I took these when we were open last season. Okay, so that is that part of the building. Because there's another wall over here that has another opening to it. That's what I thought. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so my goal is to get some of these buildings a little bit more detailed at the moment, so that's what we're gonna do. Alright, we're gonna be angled like so. This doesn't have. This is where the pieces that have the ramps in them. So I guess that can't go up the stairs. Go this way. Dun dun dun. I believe it kind of goes back this way. I think we need to do that and then do this. I think that's what we need to do, but I could be wrong. And this is connected with the factory, and then you have the actual building with candy inside of it as well. Let's make this enterable so guests can actually go inside. Alright, was I using this? Yes, I was. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make it enterable so guests can actually go inside there. Again, I don't exactly know how well I'm going to do interiors in the park as of right now. But as of right now, we're just gonna kind of do this, so. Amazing. Yes, there is a lot of good candies in here. I love the candy. I think that goes all the way across. Which it does. It does. That's why I'm not sure about the interior, because I have these guys poking through, so. But we'll find out. Figure it out. Hopefully soon. Again, I don't know if I'm going to do any fancy interiors, but. Do want to kind of focus more on exterior more than anything at the moment. Let's get to columns here. This guy will work pretty well. Let's do an angle snap on. I love Silver City's uniqueness. Way the park's laid out. It's really good. Really good. this little overhang here. Okay, yeah, there's one on the other side. Just want to be sure on that. I'll be good. I haven't been into this building. I've been into this building a few times, but not like a whole lot. Alright, that's going to turn out well. Again, I'm going to use Google Earth to kind of get the depth of how far back they go, so. Let's see. We're going to save. Awesome. Ah, thanks, thanks, Hydro T. Yeah, these buildings, you know, you should know by now I'm a very slow builder, so I'm doing my best to try and get as accurate as possible. So, but I know you probably weren't here earlier when I first started saying my goal is. My goal right now is to try and really detail this section up here and get this area kind of close to completed. As you can see, it's still very raw and not even close to being completed. So that's what I'm trying to do, is get all the buildings in there and finish the buildings and planters and everything like that in some of these sections, and just get from the entrance to Time Traveler kind of finished. That's where my goal is right now at the moment. That's where I want to be, is really get some those done. So I probably should have had Google Earth on, so. But I promise you, once we get all this done, we will get to good stuff. Like, you know, we still have to do Wildfire and a lot of those more exciting rides and stuff like that. So, but we're still working on the Echo Hollow Theater as well, which will, whoa, gosh, push a button there, which will go right by Time Traveler right here. I'm working on it off to the side, so let's go. After all, doing the more harder stuff and leave the fun building for later. Yes. Yes, we want to get some of that tedious stuff done soon. Yes, the terrain is always huge on like every single ride in the park. It's absolutely incredible. Especially Time Traveler, Thunderation, Wildfire, Outlaw Run. Really big deals there. Alright, I think I'm going to place another catwalk here for Thunderation. Man, you're not going to do that. You're going to do that to me. That's right, I have to select the front one for some reason, and this one always turns out being not diagonal. It's straight. It's kind of weird. Can't figure that out. And with me, I'm very bad at I can't like stay in the same spot for too long. I have to go again. I've explained it before. I have to go back and forth between areas and stuff like that, like different places of buildings, or otherwise I get too bored with the same section. I can't work on one section the whole time. I have to like go to Thunderation for a minute, and then maybe go back to the main square for a little bit, and then go back to the entrance area for a little bit. That's why it's kind of like a jobbled mess right now, but I'm trying to stay within what I have so far and finish those up. So that's what we're going to be trying to do, is finishing up this section really before we get too far into the park. Because I think I also mentioned I wanted to complete the layout of the park first a little bit before I get into it, but now I really think it's a good idea to really go into that. Go and finish the areas up first before we really get too far. That way, if I mess up somewhere, and it's too late at that, I've already got everything in place. You know, you're gonna have to like move everything, and really it's just a pain in the butt to do stuff like that. And that's kind of like why we haven't gotten as much done as we should have within, because we're almost approaching like 30 episodes already, and we really don't have a whole lot of the park done, so because we've had to move stuff around a lot, and you know, we got like, you know, the Outlaw Run section really well completed for the most part, and different stuff like that, but alright, we'll make this all fit. Hopefully. There's not much of a catwalk here. It just goes to a little bit of the ways out. Right at the front there, so that will turn out. It was funny, like I was trying to set up my green screen and this shirt almost made me see through. It's kind of funny because it's kind of like a teal, but it was, you know, it was a little close to that green, so it's kind of funny, I thought. One thing I do need to get done is working on a lot is these. I work on these sometimes off screen a little bit, not much, but a little bit. Thunderation's custom supports, because they take a while. Okay, so I'm just gonna throw in another section here. I just want to get to the helix, really. So I love the... It's one of the, probably the best part of Thunderation is the helix and where it goes upside down, where it goes underground. It's probably like the best part. I know most people doing like a recreation of Silver City would probably not even think about doing custom supports on this thing. They would just use, you know, the mine train and everything like that. Not me. I want the most accurate thing I can come up with. And that means the queue lines, the rides, the paths, the shops. And that's why this is going to probably take me years to complete, because by the time I'm done with it, who knows, Planet Coaster 2 might be out. That would kind of be a bummer, but I think the game's going to be lasting kind of like as long as Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 did, and they're going to be supporting this game for a long time. Will Planet Coaster 2 ever be a thing? I don't know, but you never know. It could be, eventually, someday. You know what I can do is the skeleton here. I have a pretty good reference photos of the inside of Thunderation's station. Oh, I passed it. I was there and I passed it. Yada yada yada. There we go. Yeah, that looks good right there. See those? It's Thunderation station right there. Alright, so this will be pretty simple. So we can do it real quick. Trying to get more and more done of Thunderation Station as well, so Thunderation Station. It's got a good ring to it for some reason. It really does. Thunderation Station. Hey, what's up, Freemasons? Just got back from playing ball with my dad at school. Fun, fun, fun. We're just working on Silver City right now. So, particularly Thunderation's station building / queue line. Okay, so we're gonna have these. How was work today if you had work? I'm actually, this is the one day I have off. So I am off today. I go back to work tomorrow, and hopefully we'll be running 3 trains at Time Traveler tomorrow, so can't wait to work the unload station. I think that's gonna be a fun place to work, fun spot to work. That's what I'm looking forward to, is the unload station. Alright, so we're working on these skeleton pieces for the, I think I have that angled just a little bit too. I've been so pumped up. I have so many Time Traveler shirts. Like, this is my blue one, my teal one. I don't wear it very often because it's not my color, but it's the limited edition shirts. It's limited edition. They only sold them last season, and they had a limited supply of them, so, and I snagged 2 of them. I had to get both colors. So they had 2 different colors. They had the gray one and then like this teal one. I also have the hoodies too. Okie dokie. Is there any vertical sections? These have more like diagonal beams, so that's interesting. Yeah, it's more diagonal beams. So it's got more beams kind of going like this to each section. Kind of an interesting thing. I guess it's more like, never mind, it's more like, there's a middle part there. Okay. I'm gonna put a temporary piece here to mark our center spot of this. Because they're kind of coming out like this. Kind of like this, and they're connected to the center beam here. I think. It's kind of hard to see it actually, so. Yeah, no, it's more like a V. Okay, so I think I see. This one's very interesting. I mean, it doesn't have to be like 100% perfect, but I want it to. So it's got like these V's, and I think there's like smaller V's over here. Like different sections. I think kind of like that, and then okay, so that is good right there. We just need the smaller pieces for this. Then I can use angle snap to flip this. We're gonna flip this all the way around and move it to the other side until it's is in the correct spot. See, it's something like this. This is roughly correct. I hope. So it's kind of like that, and then you have the vertical beams that those connect to. Or for vertical, I mean horizontal beams. I don't know how many of these there are. Might be one more, but I'm just going to go with that for now. At the moment. Maybe the horizontal beams will make it look a little bit more polished. Or so. We'll see. Some of these skeletons are always kind of weird sometimes. Hey, thanks so much for the 50 bits, Masons. Awesome. I appreciate it. 110% now. But thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to first put them on, line them up with these. So we'll put the horizontal pieces first, or afterwards. And hopefully that will turn out. I guess we could do Time Traveler's skeleton as well. Oops, where'd it go? There. Guess it didn't go anywhere. That goes a good amount of beams heading across the station. I think for the most part this is open over here, but I'll have to look at the... Yeah, I think it's open. Those are some placeholders for right now that I have. Got 500 for your ad. Did you really? Well, I got that messed up. I accidentally pushed Control D, I think, instead of Control Z. No matter, we'll just have to go and click them all again. Which I suppose I can do. I don't know if I've ever gotten 500 before. Loving that station, by the way. Thanks. Thunderation's got a pretty cool station. This isn't even close to being finished either. We have a lot to do in Thunderation Station still. Oh, thanks for the other extra 5. Donating to the hashtag Send Joe to a theme park fund. Well, those 5 bits gets me a little bit closer, I suppose. Thanks. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys rock. I love you guys. Alright, now we're going to start on the horizontal beams, which are going to be located right above here. Kind of like that, and that's kind of how it is. Again, I might be just slightly inaccurate on this skeleton piece, but I think that's roughly how it is, because it's got like the V shapes connecting these, and then it has these horizontal pieces connecting these guys, so aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, it's turned out pretty good, and I still have, I think I'm going to change some of the textures on some of the stuff still too, so we'll see. I'm going to select all these, and we're just going to copy it to the rest of it. Unless I push Control D, of course, which apparently I did. Great. Come on. Get me inside. Oh, that's it. I'm going to the flying camera. I'm going to the flying camera. Oh my gosh, I did not push Control D! It sucks because it's WASD, and then all I'm doing is trying to move, and I guess I push... Control at the same time. Thanks for the 100 bits, Narj. Awesome. Thank you so much. Work smarter, not harder. True. That's definitely a good saying right there. Did I select something by accident? I think I selected something by accident. And just because of that, I've started over. All I gotta do is select this, and then I can be done. Because then all I have to do is copy. Sometimes selecting can be a difficult task sometimes. Okay, so we're going to copy these to the rest of these guys here. So you're going to go there as well. Sweet, sweet, sweet. You're going to go there as well. Alright, looking good. We still haven't even built the transfer building either. That goes in. No more follow goal. I have it, but I just haven't gotten it up yet since I got the new computer because I had to set everything back up. So I have to set it back up. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Sub goal. Actually, there's no sub goal thing actually on there. I'm gonna have to look up something to see if I can find something that has a sub goal because I have seen streamers put up a. Unplugged it again. I've seen streamers put up a sub goal before, but I don't know if they change it manually or how that all it goes. Need another long-term goal again. Yeah, I could definitely use another one. Okay, I was looking to see if there's any other details I could put in here. I think that will be good for right now. If I see anything later on, we can always add on. It has like ceiling fans with the lights and stuff on these, so. And then it also has the wooden gates on the sides here, so wooden fences. I might just do that. But yeah, I definitely could use another long-term goal. I'm out of water. Why am I out of water? Alright, and then this is more of a bridge at the exit here that more than I thought so. So I'm going to get rid of some of this terrain, and it's going to be more of a bridge to it. Sorry for making your last long-term goal short-term. You thought it was for one night, not 1 year. That's fine, but that's okay. We've made the channel better, so. Send Joe to the theme park might be a next goal. I can promise I won't donate again. So it can be long. Hey, that's up to you, man. If you want to send me to those parks sooner, that's never a bad thing. That's just always been the thing getting me to those goals. Just because I have a year to complete that doesn't mean it has to be done by that time. You know, it doesn't mean can always be done sooner. Can always be done sooner. That's never an issue. Alright, so we're gonna build this bridge on out to here. There we go. Because again, it's more of a bridge right there. The only thing is if I touch this up, terrain's probably not gonna wanna. But that's actually pretty good right there. There we go. Got some floating bushes over here. That was from earlier. I'll go ahead and delete those at the moment. Since we changed up our queue line, some of these are a little bit off, as you can see. We're kind of levitating on that first support. I had to figure out a solution for that. Well, thanks so much for the 15 bits, Freemasons, awesome. If you could go to one theme park today that's not SDC, what would it be? Probably Dollywood. Probably Dollywood. That's one I just need to get to. It's the sister park of SDC, and I still haven't been there. Like, there's an issue with that, you know? I mean, it's like 10 hours away, but 10.5-hour drive, but still. I get into it for free, so definitely probably Dollywood if I had to say one. Alright, so little by little we're definitely getting this start to put together, so really, really cool. Still need to figure out what texture I'm going to be using to get that all situated. So I'm going to be using a lot of path covers and different things like that. Got Thunderation. Let's see, there was something I could do at Time Traveler here, but think it's time what he needs to go to Dollywood. I think it's time what he needs to go to Dollywood, not donations. What? I guess I don't understand what that means. Road Trip Joe, yes. Again, that's one of my goal parks to get to this year. That's one of the ones I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to, but I want to. I'd help fund a road trip. Definitely, that would be really fun. And I'd appreciate it, of course. I don't know. I don't know if I'd like to put donations up just for a donation go up just for me to have fun like that. I don't know. Like, it's always been about making the channel better for me, but where do I need to go? See, I'm going to, for sure, probably going to be going to Kings Island, Cedar Point, and then still up in the air for Holiday World. Those are 3 that I'm most likely will be going. That's at the top of the list I'll probably be going to. And then Dollywood's kind of the ones that I hope I can get around to if possible, and that's about my park list of this season, so not including, of course, Solar City, but yeah. Man, I'm such a slow builder. I feel like I should have so much of this park done by now. But I want to make it right, of course. Gotta make it right. Alright, that's looking pretty good. I wonder where that's at. Here's one adjustment I wanted to make to Time Traveler here. And it's on this last turn that I kind of want to work on. I'd love to go back to that park to ride Lightning Rod. Yes. I have not ridden Lightning Rod myself, so it's like I have to get out there. Alright, so we still got that there. So also make the turn a little bit better too, because so it kind of goes more in here. And then it will help us get a little bit more on that final turn, I think. So I'm going to get you to 0. Hopefully I can shape this the way I was hoping to in my head. It's going to be hard. Maybe not. Zero, 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 zero. Let's see if I can get this started to possibly help us out a little bit. That way we get the turn going. I still need to make like the stairway going down off the side here and up at the top, because there is a stairway there. That is an employee section though. Let's see. See, it's kind of more angled this way. More than anything. I don't know, I may keep it the way it was. Possibly, but because this is going to be hard to line up, actually. Unless I completely reposition the launch section, which I don't really want to do. Just got done from work, didn't expect you to be live streaming this early. Me either. Again, I might be live streaming later. Some more later, but we'll see. I'm gonna leave it that like the way it was for now. Didn't expect to fill his bit goal. I don't know, maybe I should just start setting it to 1,000 bits. I don't know. Every time I raise it, you guys make it full, so pretty quickly. Which isn't a bad thing, you know. Maybe it just means I can make my goals higher from now on, so. I do need to make a platform there. Don't think there's need to save very often now, as the autosave seems to be working again. Also, the PC doesn't restart anymore. Yeah, but always be safe than better to be safe than sorry, to be honest, you know. If you know what I mean. I still do it anyways, like always still do it. Okay, I'm gonna make the platform that will go around here. I feel like that's more what I need it to be. Ah, that's okay. It works. At least I think it does. Ah, thanks so much, Narsh, for the 75 bits. Sweet. Appreciate it. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna head to railings? I think it's under scenery. What I'm looking for. Wow, we're getting some high bit levels today. That's true. We're almost at 150%. We're at 149%. The goal was 500, so 200% would be 1,000. Yeah. It should be 1,000. I really thought no one else was gonna cheer after me. Yeah, maybe we should start putting it at 1,000 from now on. Okay, so we're gonna use the metal walkway. Make that nice dark green color to match the rest of the ride. I believe it's. I think it's green. It might not even be that. I think it's actually just a silver walkway, dark, kind of like this. I think that's actually all it is. So. Yeah, but this is like the employee walkway, because it leads down to the break room and the transfer area and stuff like that. That is what this is. I'll tell you what, it's fun standing on this platform because you look down at the ground and it's just like, oh, wow. Wait, Joe, I know there are some trims on that first drop. Are you going to make in-game or are you going to use scenery? I was going to use scenery, but I can't find anything that looks good. I haven't found anything that looks good yet. I need something very thin but small, and it's hard to find something that works properly with that. So I'm still looking around for that at the moment. Ooh, I kind of feel like that's a little bit big. Maybe not, I don't know. There's also a door right there that gives you access to that area. What he can do is copy the coaster, delete the whole track. Because of no trying. He can't make it in-game because of... Oh yeah, it doesn't have the triangular track if I do it in-game. Let's copy the coaster, delete the whole track, expect... okay, I see what you mean there. And then merge the two. That's not a bad idea. That's definitely not a bad idea. I might actually try that here in a second. I didn't think about that. So just kind of have like that fake track piece that shows off the trims. Good idea. Okay, so what I can do is I can take this. I don't think you can control exit. No, you can't. Alright, so I'm not going to copy that, but what we can do... I could actually use whatever kind of coaster I want on it too, so... There's some trims that I think looks better, but we'll start off with this one. Well, honestly, I can actually, instead of just copying the whole entire track, I can just... Just want to line these railings up here. There we go. In fact, you can use spinning coaster track, add in spinning coaster cars for scenery and the transfer track area. I see what you mean there. The only thing is I don't really care for how they look. That is the only downside. So I do not care for how those look. So. But I can definitely do something like that. Alright, we're gonna hopefully build this the way I want. Anyway, you have to duplicate the coaster. I don't have to, I'm gonna do it this way. And you can't just duplicate it because you would have to actually save it as a blueprint to do that. You can't just duplicate it. So that is actually not really an option. So I'm gonna hit trim brakes here. Ew. Looks nasty. I don't actually like the looks of that at all. Ugh. Those trim brakes suck. They look like crap. Alright, maybe we're not gonna use that. Get the exact tray out. No, you can actually line it up pretty well. Big chain of fail, bro. Keep up the amazing content. Thank you so much. Glad you enjoy the content. You can't just duplicate it though. Like, there's no Control X. You can't just duplicate a coaster. You have to save it as a blueprint to do that. And then replace it down and all that icky stuff. And I don't even want to use those trims. Those trims are crap. I'm going to try and find a coaster that has some good trim brakes. Play to my... What are you going to play? I don't know yet. I'm on a... kind of like an unscheduled thing right now. Let's see what the spinning coaster trims look like. Because the trim brakes are technically on the other side, and these are on this side. And I want some that actually bend pretty well, because on the drop, they're going to be like that, and it's kind of sucks. Yeah, those don't really look like it either. Yeah, let's try those. Let's try the Looney Turns. See what they look like, because you got to get a track that you don't want to get in the way. So trim brakes. Ugh. I mean, those actually aren't too bad, but they're centered. We don't want centered. They're not too bad, though. If you make it shorter, do they... No, they stay the same spacing apart. Wish I could donate, but I'm broke. Well, you could donate, or you can cheer bits, which is free if you watch some ads. That's about all you can do. At least something, you know? Because bits actually is a way to support me as well. If you're unfamiliar with Twitch, I mean, you can click the little diamond thing. And click the get bits, and then you can click watch ads, and just watch as many ads as you can. And sometimes you can watch them every like 5-10 minutes. Sometimes it's every day. Sometimes you can't watch them for weeks. It's just kind of weird. Alright, I'm just checking out all these other trims. Maybe I can find some sort of scenery. That was gonna be my hopes. I'm looking for. Don't need a penny. Well, maybe he doesn't have a penny either. Maybe he's actually broke. No, didn't think so. I'm looking at all the possibilities here. I don't know if there's really any others I could technically use track-wise. No, there's gotta be something in scenery-wise. There's gotta be something in there. I've been looking. If I can find a small piece. Heck, even these train tracks don't even look half bad. Not gonna lie. Just kinda, I'm poking out just a little bit here. About to play UFC 3. I'm going to watch the stream on my phone while playing. Have fun with that. Those look good. For right now, I might try and use these. I'm just like, I can't find anything the first thing that comes up, and I'm just like, let's try that. And really, I've noticed the trim brakes don't really do much on the ride anyways. Like, you can't even tell that you're being trimmed on the ride. You just fly down the drop. It doesn't go too far down. At least the real thing. I think the animation has it going further down than what it actually is. Wish if I had some shorter ones, might be able to work a little better, but that's not too bad. That will get us by for right now until we find possibly something that might be better. I mean, it's something. At least the look is there. Better than nothing, that's true. Better than nothing. That's true. I wonder if there's any... I can't tell if there's any supports underneath these, because I think I made these walkways just a little bit big. Bigger than what they actually are. So I might detach these from the building and adjust them to... Let's see, if I split this from the building and actually moved these... And guess what? I forgot a railing, of course. Hate it when I miss a railing or something. It always sucks. When you get those railings that are inside each other, it can be kind of hard to select some of those extra ones. You need, can't even read that, but I'm gonna say 11 million, I believe is what it is, not 11. Love the work, I can't donate because I'm broke, really wish I could, though, love your vids. Well, again, I don't know if you know, you can use bits. I don't know if you've heard us, but you can use the bits. And that actually translates to revenue for me. Again, you can watch ads to get bits. If you really, really want to do something, you know, watch ads to get those bits, and then you can get free bits. You can pay for the bits too, but you can also watch ads to get them as well, so. Thanks, Will Dog, for those bits. So, just an example, there's 25 bits. That's 25 cents, technically, but each bit counts as 1 cent. Thanks, Will. Thanks, Will. How do I donate bits? So, you have to earn bits first. So if you go to the chat right there, you see that little diamond? Click that diamond, and then there'll be an option that say get bits. Then you'll click that option to get bits. You'll have the option to buy them, but you're going to want to click watch ads, and then you can actually watch the ads, and it will give you bits. So you have a limit of how many ads you can watch. You can get range between 5. Sometimes it'll give you 100 bits. It just kind of depends. And then you can watch them every so often. And then after it says limit reached, I would check back in like 5-10 minutes, and then you can possibly get some more. And then it just kind of depends on everything. So, but yeah, that's it's a fun little way to support channels and stuff. So. Alright, yeah. See, this was a lot. Not as much as it's been, so I'm gonna try and get these. Yeah. So they're like kind of small walkways. There's not much to them. Hey, Mason, thanks for those bits. Yeah, see, bits are really nice because you can get them for free. And it's like almost essentially free money, unless you really want to buy them. Of course, you can also have the option to buy them, but if you really want to get a lot of bits, I've been saving my bits up. I almost got 1,000 now. I've never seen a single ad, maybe because I'm subbed. It just kind of depends sometimes when you can watch them. Sometimes it just kind of depends if there's a lot of ads paying Twitch right now to use ads and stuff. And if they're not, sometimes there's not a whole lot of ads to be able to watch. So it just kind of varies sometimes. All right, that's fun. I got that. But yeah, bits are a fun little way to do stuff. Let's see. Resume. Alright, so lots of details still to be added, but we're getting there, especially for Time Traveler. Again, I don't want to do too much interior until it's complete. One thing I was having issues on was trying to create the downstairs, because the station actually takes up too much space for the gates in real life, so that's kind of an issue. That's when the bitpocalypse happens, when Twitch runs out of ads. It's true, it's true. And then sometimes you get those runs where you just get so many ads, and you can just watch so many in a row. I've had that happen before as well. Whoa. That popped up unexpectedly. I'm going to close that up for now. The entrance of the ride is actually down here. The entrance is up here, but you have stairs going all the way down to the bottom. SDC rides do seem to take forever to build, so I'll cheer loud for every time you finish a coaster. I got you, so... Maybe I should go work on the Grand Expo coaster then, because that's the kiddie coaster. That'll take it, like that. No ads at the moment. Aw, that sucks. Like I said, sometimes we have the bitpocalypse going on. And the bitpocalypse always sucks. Stupid bitpocalypse. There's like no bits to get. Yeah, but always just keep trying if you ever tune in. That means no one's giving Twitch money for ads right now. I always found out like that late at night sometimes I've gotten more luck with ads. Like in the middle of the day or afternoon, I never get any. Watch a load of them when available, and then I'll try to donate all to you. Ah, you don't have to do it all for me. If you have anyone else you watch on Twitch, maybe gets them some too. But if I'm the only one you watch, then that's fine. It's your bits. You do whatever you want with them. But I do appreciate it, of course. Thank you so much for the support. Just following and watching also. I don't know if you know. If you're not following, then you make sure you follow if you want to be notified when I go live. Just make sure you follow. I don't know if you were. You might have followed. I can't remember. I'll cheer another 10,000 once you do finish Thunderation, though. I do need to unlock that 15K badge. Ah, I got you. Man, maybe I should just keep working on the supports for Thunderation, because I got a lot there. Still got a lot to go for Thunderation, though. I can't wait. It's gonna be so good when it is done. It's gonna look so good. Man. Oh my gosh, time flies. It's already 3:30. I still have a lot to do today. Alright, who wants to take a ride on a time traveler? Anybody? Love the amount of realism you put in this recreation. Absolutely. Again, my goal is to, Sorry, I got ice in my mouth. Because it's all I had left in my cup. But, yeah. I like to spend as much time. That's why I'm taking so long on these. Because I'm trying to get them as accurate as I can. So it will work really well. When's the next time study stream gonna go live? I don't know yet. So, we'll get into that. Whew. Everyone wants to ride it, and of course everyone wants to ride Time Traveler. Again, it's not gonna spin, but it's better than nothing, of course. What coaster am I going to do in Time City? That's still kind of undetermined right now until I get into the certain sections. So, we'll see. We'll see. There's going to be at least a Dark Ride or two, possibly. That could be also roller coasters, technically, but we'll see. It'd be so hard for me to do a good recreation of Carowinds. Make sure Vandy Cam's running for time. I know. Bumper Cam! Ah. Oh gosh, it's gonna be terrifying. Here we go. Time Traveler. Here we go, guys. Ah! Still really proud of my dive loop, though. I have to say, it's a pretty accurate recreation, I think. I think I did a good job. First time it's not gonna stop, but it usually stops on that launch in real life. And I got it to stop on here as well. Just after the first cycle, it doesn't. And we got the vertical loop. This is a man-made vertical loop. I built this loop myself. Ooh, need to do a little bit more smoothing in that spot. Got the 0G roll. Still a couple of places to smooth, but no lag. R.I.P. YouTube. The hang time on some of these, on the high points of this ride, are so fun. That is great. It's very accurate for a coaster that is not even open yet. Yeah, it's again, in like real life, you're gonna be unloading right here with 3 trains. But like, no joke, a lot of people say I have it too slow, but in all reality, oh, thanks so much for the bits, Freemason, thanks for another 5 bits. But in all reality, it really does have that hang time. Like, it's really slow on the loop, the wave turn, and everything. Like, it's very slow. Whee! Here we go, down the drop. I like riding this over and over, by the way. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's, for the most part, it's pretty smooth. There's a couple of spots. See, now this is where it actually would stop in real life. I got it actually stopping in the game, so that's cool. Yeah. Like, the hang time here is legitimate. It does hang that high up there. Made an Outlaw Run recreation before it opened, and it's the worst recreation I ever made. Ah, no. I know you have to use a lot of terrain with Outlaw Run, of course. And Time Traveler as well. See that little spot, that transition's kind of iffy right there. I might actually go in and smooth that out real quick. Don't even want to try Time Traveler. I'm gonna be honest, like, even though there's not much acceleration on the second launch, it has to probably be my favorite launch of the two. I think the second launch is my favorite. Just because it has that, you're the expert with SDC recreation. Well, you know, I've I know like every inch of the place pretty well. So, but yeah, like in real life, this is the unload station. You actually get off on the transfer track. It's kind of neat. It's gonna help with efficiency, hopefully, quite a bit. And once we get those extreme spinning coasters in the game, I'm gonna be excited. I only just got Planet Coaster. I really want to be as good as people like you. Do you have any tips? Okay, so I get this question a lot on tips-wise. And pretty much just keep playing. This is what I say. Just keep playing the game. And then if you want to make more realistic stuff, I do typically say try and find some inspiration and motivation by just kind of looking at either other people's Planet Coaster creations or actual real-life things. Like, look at real-life architecture or look at real-life coasters. Even trying some recreations really has helped me with building in particular. So just have some stuff inspired by to go off of, you know. It really can help a lot. And that's my biggest kind of tip I would actually give out there. Just inspire your creations off of other things and make it your own if you're trying to create your own stuff. And or just kind of watch your favorite builders sometimes and just kind of take notes of some of the stuff they do. When you do manage to upload the POVs in a year or so, I would love to get the most views. I hope you get the most views because everyone who's making Outlaw Run or Time Traveler creations don't deserve their views like you do. Thanks so much, HiJT. Thank you for that compliment. Yeah, and once I'm actually thinking about once I get some of these areas more complete, I might release those POVs actually early. Not until the actual park is complete. So if the area is done and it looks done, you know, POVs to look good wise, I might actually just release those POVs before I'm done with the park. Thanks, man. Will do. Yeah, no problem. Again, I was just in the same boat when I first started playing Coaster. You know, you just have to play it and get used to the controls, get used to everything in it, and it all comes together in the end after a while. You know, having over 1,000 hours on this game, I can say pretty confidently enough that I've improved over that time. So, only thing is my 0G row is kind of sprawled out a little bit. That's a little bit inaccurate, but that's okay for right now. I might be able to do something to fix it in the future, but as of right now, it's alright. These wave turns can be a little bit, I love the highest point of the wave turn is -8 feet. That's how far we've dug ourselves into a hole. There we go. Alright, let's try it out now after smoothing it out a little bit. Alright, we're at the start here. Perfect. I will say, because when I got to write it, I wrote it backwards, so I started out backwards. You don't know when the drop's coming when you're writing backwards, so it's just like when you're anticipating the drop and just out of nowhere, it's just like, oh gosh, sky! And then you just see the sky. It's really fun. I love the first drop. Oh, it didn't stop there, like it usually does, but that's okay. Like ridiculous. The hang time on these spots are ridiculous. Especially on the loop. And I know I'm working with one car trains right now. It's a little bit better on that, but still not perfect. Add me on Steam. I'm 58 away. I don't know how to say that. If you're the one that just sent me a friend request, yeah, I'll accept it. You have to send the request, though. Anyway, to make the park complete faster, you make it a goal to complete it at least one building per stream, and then you'll be done with the village before you know it. Yeah, that's not a good. That's actually a pretty good idea. And I try to do that. Oh, thanks so much, Narsh, for those 90 bits. I appreciate it, man. Sweet, thank you. Yeah, I have, again, the way I've been doing it is just lately I've just begun like the facade of the front building, kind of like a facade, and moving on. trying to get a feel where every building is at the moment. It's kind of like how it's been going lately. The only thing is, it's really hard to complete the building until I get all the photos I exactly need, so... That's me, you sent it. Thanks. Awesome. Yeah. Probably after I'm done with the stream, I'll go accept it and stuff, but... yeah. Did I delete that? Why is there a piece missing? What is going on? Maybe that was one piece I tried to duplicate, and maybe I accidentally deleted it instead. I don't know. Sweet. This one corner is going to be kind of a mess to work with. Ugh. Unless I did outside. I guess I could do the outside piece. I guess I can work. There's a little minecart, little theming spot right here that I'm definitely going to include. It means a lot. No problem. No problem with all this stuff. Since it's like underneath itself, we got like pretty much a wooden pieces here. So there's a little extended queue line that I think is out of service now. Right in this section. Like they don't use it anymore, so... But it's there. I'll keep that in line there for that. Yeah, there's a little bit of an opening here for like and there's a minecart in the inside of it on like this little track. Oh, you're in the UK, that's awesome. Love the Planco community so much. Yes, me too. And we're gonna watch the bobsledding tonight. It starts at 2 hours. I don't have any TV, so unless there's a way to watch online. There might be a way to watch online, probably. See what I do. Hey, got out. Got to go, but it was nice talking to everyone. Ah, thanks for stopping by, Narsh. Thanks so much. Awesome. Nearly midnight there. Whoa, wow. Whew. Yeah, it's only like almost 4 p.m. now for me. It's so weird, like, being late at night for one person and then, like, middle of the day for another. It's kind of interesting. I wonder if I can get rid of these beams. If I select... Is there a way to make... I don't know if I can select it and then click no supports, maybe? I don't know if that's a possibility in the station. So if I select the station, that's like track supports. Yeah, I can get rid of it. There we go. That actually helps a lot. A lot. Alright, that's going to turn out quite nice. There's actually a railing in the middle of this. Alright, I got my reference photos for this section, so let me bring those up real quick. So I got a picture of the minecart too. It's lit up really cool as well. So we're gonna head into scenery. I'm gonna go mine. Whoops. There's our minecart. And that will work very well. Favorite coaster to build in Planco? Mine is a terrain-hugging RMC. That's a good one. My favorite to build in Planco probably is definitely an RMC of some sorts. How long does it take to get 500 bits by watching ads? Just kind of depends. You can get it pretty quickly if you could watch the ads continuously, but it's not something that, of course, you have the limits that kind of set you off. So it could be a day or maybe even, I've gotten over like 500 bits within a setting, but it took me a little while. if it's faster than just spending $7, then I think it's worth it. Yeah, again, you have so many limits of how many ads you can watch, and usually you can only rack up sometimes at the most 20 bits, and then it takes a while to rack up 500 bits. I can tell you that much. It takes quite a while. It's not something that's really fast. I mean, you can try, because sometimes when you watch ads, you can actually get 100 bits or more sometimes. I think 100 bits the most you can make from one ad, but that's actually very rare. So it's not something that you would get very often. Okay, so... Alright, so we're going to place these in there. So it's got a little track that it rides on. Hey, we're doing some theming elements. Isn't that fun? I love doing this. This is like the main theming part and the cue line for Thunderation. I'm going to raise that up a little bit probably. At least a little bit. Where's my music? Planet Coaster. Yeah, it can take a little while. I'm doing it when I get ads again. Yeah, you just got to be at the right time sometimes. Sometimes, again, I gained like over 500 bits within like an hour or so. Don't mind cheering 500 per day, though. You deserve them. Aw, thanks so much, Hydro T. I appreciate the support, man. I do appreciate that support. Thank you. Alright, we're going to get this on top of the tracks here. And it's a little bit further back here. We got to make the cross ties too, the wooden cross ties. Oh, nah, not woods. Why would I want woods? These work properly. Alright, I can make these work. And these are allowed to be a little bit random. Alright, we'll get the back parts here too. They don't have to be, again, super perfect. There's a bunch of stuff like inside the minecart as well. That you can see, because it's actually, the way I'm looking at it, it looks like it's kind of tilted forward a little bit so you can actually see inside of it. Oh man, I'm catching up to Jess on the bit chart, are you? For all time. That's right, there's an all-time bit charts of who's in the lead of cheering the most bits, and I think, of course, Hydro T's in the, and of course in the front with that 100,000, or that 10,000. Was it 10,000 or 100? No, it's 10,000 bits for that one time. It's a February half-term holiday here in the UK, so I'll be in bed for for the next week. Wow. Nice. Alright, so there's the support structure over this as well. Halfway to your 25k bit badge. Oh. Awesome. I didn't know there was like badges and stuff like that. I never actually realized that. That's pretty neat. Actually. I haven't cheered any bits yet because I want to cheer real big. I'm saving all mine for my ads. And I want to cheer real big for some of my people that I watch. That's what I'm doing. I'm saving up so I can cheer like 1,000 or more. Good evening. Good evening. It's actually It's on the getting close to evening for me, but it's not evening for me, but good evening to you, since I'm assuming it's evening for you. Hope everyone's doing okay. I'm doing fantastic. Don't see the squares next to everyone. Yeah, I guess those count as badges, right? I guess those make sense. Yeah, because I have Cheer 100, Cheer 10,000. I guess there's one for 25,000, I guess. Okay, so let's get the smaller piece. So this is going to be, of course, looking like a little bit of a mine in here. Alright, we'll build this one archway support, and then we'll, of course, copy it on down a couple times. Yeah, they are okay, so those are the badges, so you have it next to your name. I have the 10,000 badge. I'll get the 25,000 after Thunderation is done. Hopefully it won't take too much longer on Thunderation, actually. I'm hoping to get it done pretty soon. Are you slightly yeah, you are. You're slightly diagonal. I see it, you little booger. Just slightly diagonal. Look at it, it's a mine. A mine cart, because it's theming. Alright, and we have a wall on the sides here. Looking into this, we're going to get that grid size down. Should be able to line this up. Yep. Can't have a gap. Do I stream on YouTube anymore? Because I'm subbed on there too. Also, when you upload your next video. So, I'm actually looking into streaming both on YouTube and Twitch at the exact same time. I'm going to try it. I haven't tried it. Hopefully I would assume maybe my PC will be able to handle it, but I'm not entirely sure just yet, so I'm hoping it will. Oh, that placed it in a weird spot there. I'm hoping I can. But I'm going to be doing some tests. I haven't tested it yet, but if that does work, I might just do both at the same time. And that way, everyone gets a chance to view me, whether they like viewing me on YouTube, Twitch, but I always prefer Twitch because there's a lot of easier way to engage and everything with the audience and stuff, in my opinion. There's audience can do more with it, so in the chat and everything. Only thing is looking at two different chats is going to be difficult. If I finish the coaster before May, if you finish the coaster before May, you'll be able to make my RC Rustic City Grand Prize 200. Oh, maybe, maybe. That's actually something I'm looking into working on today is Rustic City, so. Alright, gosh dang it, that didn't get centered. Poopy. See if I can get it here. I think I might have got it. I did. Put you in the center there. There we go. Okay, so it's got like a little chain link in the way here, so. Okay, this is the one on the grid. I need the one that's not on the grid. When I go to Carowinds this summer, I'm going to be taking a lot of reference photos to possibly do a recreation. I'll try to work out OBS and possibly stream it on it here. That'd be fun. That'd be cool. Let's see. That would definitely be cool. Okay, so I'm going to try and use the metal walkway here. It's kind of the best thing to use, I think, for Kind of like a, if you're trying to create a chain link fence, because it's technically not chain link fences really in the game. So I've been using these kind of for chain link fences. And it's hard to see in this anyways, so it's going to be covered up. It gets covered up by wood. So. And then there's just like a lot of lights in here. There's the lanterns. A lot of lanterns. Which are held up on the sides here. Those fighting textures are driving me nuts. Might use your footers for Fury. Yeah, go ahead, absolutely. Use those Giga support footers. That's what they're there for. They're on the workshop. It is what they're there for. I encourage everyone to use those, actually, because I like those a lot. So that's going to be lit up like all yellowish. And to get this to look more like what we need it, there's actually a lot of wooden beams kind of thrown in there. All across it. Okay. Anyway, I'm trying to buy merchandise, but it doesn't let me customize the clock to add Time City logo. I really need a clock for my bathroom, and a Time City clock would be nice to buy. Okay, so should be 3 different artwork. You have to click on the art first, and then let me see if I can link it for you. The only thing is it doesn't have the numbers on the clock, just so you know. That's the only bad part. It just has the logo. So I don't know if it would be good for you, or good to use that or not. Just so you know. Because the clock doesn't actually have numbers on them. Let me see if I can find it for you. Yeah, I'm still trying to get around Redbubble myself. Hold on here. Let me see if I can link it for you. Let's see, home decor. Time City. Oh. See if I should be able to go to my profile. Recently added. There we go. I should just be able to go down. But yeah, fair warning, it doesn't. Just has the Time City logo on it. So here it is. Here's the clock. Anyways, that's the clock. That is the clock. See, it's quite pricey too. Got it, thanks. Okay, cool, cool. But yeah, there's a lot of different cool things. But again, if you don't mind it not having the numbers on it, because it doesn't have the numbers on it, you know, for 1, 2, 3 for a clock. That's the downside to it, but it's on there. Because you would have to actually add it yourself, and don't know if I can do that really well, so. Okay, so we're gonna, I'm pretty much going to cover up, oh my gosh, pretty much cover up these metal parts. That way it looks like it's just the chain link, because again, it's covered, whoops, I didn't mean to do that, I meant to do a duplicate. Because it's covered up. Quite a bit here. Alright, so I'm covering those up, and then we're just going to do a lot of woodwork here. If I can find it. See, these look actually pretty similar to those. Just a lot of little, lots of pieces of wood just everywhere here. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute, I had angle snap on, didn't I? You changed the hand color, that's good enough. Okay. Anybody played the game Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes? I have not, if that's the game name. Sounds interesting. Alright, we're gonna keep this kind of random here, down here. I mean, you can't see, like, you have to, like, go and look into one of the gaps. Because it's, like, all fenced up by wood, these wooden planks and stuff, and the thing. You have to, like, look through it. So, for instance, if we go to nighttime. Ooh, that looks actually pretty good. Let's see. See if I can get a good, Still no ads. Oh, that's not good. Stupid Twitch, the Bitpocalypse. That's what we're gonna blame it on. So yeah, you can see, that's what it looks like. I went through one of the openings. And see how it's covered all by wood and stuff? It's kind of neat, so. That is my reference photo right there. And then if we like peek through, you can see it is yellow, so peek through there, kind of neat. It's got stuff in the minecart though, so that's kind of interesting. That's a real picture, by the way, too. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Pretty close. It's really cool. Yes, sir. Yeah. It's still a work in progress too. There still needs to be a little bit more that goes in there. So, really want to donate because you're the reason I got Twitch. Ah. Yeah. See, I actually personally really like Twitch, so a lot. So again, I do want to stream more on. Try and stream on both ends on YouTube and Twitch, but Twitch is the way to go because I probably make more revenue off Twitch. It's a chance for you guys to support the channel a little bit easier, and there's just more engagement, I feel, for the viewers. Okay, so we're nice little bit of work on the queue line here, which is awesome. Doesn't look really great in the daytime because, again, this is all dark right down here, even during the day, so you actually see that yellow glow even during the day, but of course in Planet Coaster, you have to have it enclosed in, like, terrain to make it dark, which kind of sucks, so not cool. Alright, so I'm going to find some railings, and we're going to try and do this. Let's make it part of this building. Twitch feels like it's actually built for streaming, and yeah, it's more engaging. Yeah, that's really what it is. It's all about streaming, so it's all about streaming. That's all it really is. I mean, you can watch past broadcasts and stuff. I think you can upload videos too, but it's based off of streaming. Like, it's for streaming. So that's what it's all focused around. Okay, I think it's yeah, we have to go to scenery here. Come on. Ah, crap. I know how to do this. I'm good at it. Ooh, nice. It even lines the surface, which is what we want. Alright, so we got some black... That's not black, that's red. We got some black railings going down the middle here. And it kind of, for some reason, I don't really know the purpose of this split, this being split, but it is. It is split. Just kind of like so, and we'll just go to the bottom here. We have our railings going up. Again, see, there's the railings going up. Ah, stinking clear. That's the railings on that walkway right there, and then down to the left you have the you have that. So, all right, let's get some walls into here. Oh gosh. No, 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 no. Grid size and height. We're gonna change that. Otherwise, it likes to get in my way. Should we do an outside? Maybe we should do... Now we'll go inside. We'll stick to the outside here. Whew. Because my processor is the reason why YouTube lag so much, which is probably, you know, definitely true. But the good thing about what I liked about Twitch is it didn't do it like YouTube did. It actually, I was able to do it. So, Wolf missed like 2 hours. What are you doing, Wolf? Come on. You gotta be on top of things. Just kidding, by the way, of course. But welcome to the stream, Wolf. Glad you could stop by. Working on Civil War City right now. Anyway, I thought you were talking about YouTube site, not SPC. But like YouTube was lagged out even more than Twitch. Like that's why I hated streaming on YouTube so much sometimes. So that's why I was doing more Twitch than YouTube. I'll just do one at a time. I'll just do one at a time. It'll be easier. Gosh dang it. Trying to be in. Hard to be in here. Oh, that one might not be able to go there. Which it cannot. Gosh dang it. I'm in the flying camera. I'm not. Keep forgetting I'm in the flying camera, so I keep messing stuff up. Just really trying to get a feel for this, trying to get this in here. That seems very narrow than what it actually is. How many times have I ridden? Just once. Again, I got lucky. Just got lucky. Just got lucky those few times, pretty much. Okay, so I'm gonna move you over a little bit. Let's see, if I did these outside... Hi, Jess. Huh? Do you need some? Huh? Oh, you're gonna be leaving? Okay, I'll probably be getting off in a little bit anyways. So. Okay, we're gonna be cutting it, or wrapping it up here pretty soon, just so you guys know. But, hopefully we'll be back again tonight, just as well, so. As of right now, so. Unless something comes up, so. But as of right now, we'll be back to it. Oh, I'm so excited, by the way, guys. I get my costume tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. I'll have my costume tomorrow. So I'm so excited. Ah. You're an ace, and they did a giveaway for the first train at Twisted Timbers. And you're in the running for the first. Awesome. It's on Media Day, so it will... really be the first. Oh, that's definitely awesome. We're having ours on the 13th, the day before opening, I think, is when we have our first time riders come on. So, Time Traveler, we're actually going to have an event the day before the opening, and the first time I think we're holding some contest or something with that as well. Hate that not all objects can be placed wherever you want, but that only can be placed on the grid without the option to drag them to a certain spot and make building so much easier. That is kind of true. The best way to work around it, of course, is make it its own separate building. That's the only way you can kind of go off grid, but you can't rotate it like, you can only rotate it side to side, which kind of does kind of suck. Stream with the costume on? Probably, actually. The costumes are amazing. I love the costumes. You have to turn in your Outlaw Run costume. I did have to turn it in. We turn our costumes in every single year. But the good thing is I pretty much bought my own stuff, so I pretty much technically still have the Outlaw Run costume. Like, the hat was mine. I actually have my own vest. I have my own pants. I have my own everything for that costume, so... Are you going to ride on the first rider? Yes, we actually have employees are going to be riding that day as well, later that night. So that night, we're going to have the employee day as well. So I won't be working, so I'll be able to ride it as many times as I want that day. So I'm going to be riding like every single chance I get in every row, every seat, as best as I can. So employee day will also be the day before opening as well. So all the employees get to ride it beforehand as well, which would be cool. What time do you normally start streaming? Again, it just kind of varies right now. Today I had the day off, so I got to stream earlier in the day. It's usually later at night after I get off work, so I don't have to work. So I can donate when I have bits on another stream. And you can actually cheer them, I think, even when I'm offline too. So if for some reason you can never make it to another stream, because again, very rarely will I be streaming this early, you can also, I believe, still cheer them as well. So just in case you are unable to get to the stream again, but again, they won't be displayed, but it will be tuned up here on the event list. It will be on there. So you get many questions from guests who wondered why you walked with a outlaw costume and M16. What? Laser. Of course, with the laser point system. What? Not really many guests wondered why, on park anyways, when I would walk around, like, I'd go walk in public outside park, and people would be, like, looking at me strange because I'm dressed as, like, a cowboy for Outlaw Run and stuff. They're like, what the heck why are you wearing that? And I'm just like, I work at Sword Art City. Yeah, we never got to, like, carry guns or anything like that because, you know, family-friendly park and they don't want us doing anything like that. But they always, like, they sold, like, the toy guns and stuff, so that was kind of fun, interesting. But yeah, so, okay, I'm going to go ahead and save real quick. I'm getting a lot of Thunderation done, though. But I still have my Outlaw Run hats. That one I actually bought, so I got it on park. Is SDC a big deal in Branson? Like, does everyone talk about? Yeah, so SDC is like the thing in Branson, pretty much. So that's like the only thing really worth doing in Branson. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to do in Branson. They have a lot of shows and different stuff like that on like a smaller scale, in my opinion. Like, it's not like Vegas or anything like that. It's really small, and but there's a lot of, it's really growing. It's really getting its name out there for sure. But I'd say SDC is probably the biggest thing in Branson to do, for sure, because it really is. Like, everyone that visits Branson is going to be going to Sword Art City. It's just like that, you know. Just kind of one of those things. Alright, so that's good. That's good. They need to make Celebration City a water park. Well, they've already got a water park called Whitewater, literally right by Celebration City. Like, it's seriously, like, right down the road from Celebration City. It is Sword Art City's water park. It's really small. It's not that big a deal, but it's called Whitewater, if you'd never heard of it, but that's a Whitewater is Silver Dollar City's water park, technically. They're not next to each other, but it's down the road. So, and it is still currently operating. Oh yes, we've got the iFlame, which is an amazing park. Yes, definitely there. Europa Park, I would definitely have to go there. Lisburg, Europa, definitely all those out there. iFlame, if that's how you say it. iFlame? Iflame? I don't know how to pronounce it. Definitely got to go there. Considered one of the best theme parks in the world. Yeah, they have a lot of good parks in Europe, for sure. A lot of stuff. I do need to get out there. Okay, you owe me a clock now. I owe you a clock. If you bought it already, it should be on its way, because I don't take care of that. The site actually takes all that care of that for me, so it should. If you bought the clock, then you should be well. It's on its way. Alton Towers is definitely another one too. Yeah, I don't take care of the merchandise. The site does it for me, so. And, like, literally, I think I get, like, maybe 10% of the profits off of that. So, 15 minutes away, Alton Towers. That's awesome. A lot of your parks look solid. Yes, they do. Definitely need to get out, yeah, European parks. Yes. Definitely need to get out there someday in my life. It's on my bucket list to get out there and get to those parks for sure. You know, like, you know, Europa Park and all those that you're talking about, so. You have to get another $30 though. Yeah, I think I only make like $5 off of the $30 stuff, so it's okay. Disney World in Paris isn't doing too well, is it not? A lot of the hotels are closed. That's what you heard. Oh, wow. That's not good. It's not a good thing at all. For sure. For sure not good. Okay. For those that haven't seen it already, we're going to take an... Oh, gosh, we're already on it. Whee! I think that's the dive loop, yeah. Or ride Time Traveler. No lag, absolutely. We're also in 1080p, 60 frames a second. Let's get it. Guys, you're not gonna have to worry about lag anymore with this processor, man. I have a hot tub at my... Man, I want a hot tub at my house. Definitely be nice for those long days at work. Where I get sore. Welcome to Time Traveler. I gotta get a spiel down. I'm used to Outlaw Run. Because Outlaw Run, it would always be, welcome aboard, Pioneers. Once you find your seat, buckle up those seatbelts, but do not pull that lap string down until one stagehands come by and say it's okay to do so. You need to stow away all loose articles in the cubbies across the way. This includes hats, bags, cell phones, cameras, and anything that's wrapped, strapped, or attached. You must stay here, and that is for everyone's safety. Yeah. Let's see, for Time Traveler, I don't have to say, like, anything. Because everything's automatic. Like, it would just be like, welcome, travelers. You need to stow away all loose articles in the cubbies across the way. This includes hats, bags, that would stay the same. Hats, bags, cell phones, cameras, anything wrapped, strapped, or attached, you must stay here once you find your seat. Don't pull down your bar, because you won't be able to anyways. Spent so much money on this channel, including bits and merchandise, I think I'm getting close to 2,500. That's true. It's like the merchandise, though. I don't get much profit or revenue from that. So just so you know, I hardly get any of it. Imagine if you're retired and you were like, "Welcome, Outlaw Traveler. Have a great ride." Oh, that'd be funny. One of my coworkers that worked at Thunderation actually accidentally said one time she worked at Thunderation, and she was just like, "Thank you for riding Thunderation. Have a great day, rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your day at Worlds of Fun." Because she actually used to work at Worlds of Fun. It was funny. Never spent this much since Star Wars stuff. Well, Star Wars stuff is good. I've spent a lot of money on Star Wars stuff too. Because I actually have some really cool lightsabers and stuff. Custom sabers that costed a pretty penny on that, so. Really cool. Alright, we'll probably get a ride real quick on Thunderation. And we'll probably head out here, so. Spills at STC around. Sound longer than Kara ones. Yeah, again, that's kind of like my own custom one, you know, because we probably have more loose articles, because we're more strict on loose articles and stuff at Silver City, so. But that was just Outlaw Run anyways. Here we go, Thunderation. I actually don't know if it can make it through that last turn, or that one turn that we changed, so this is a good thing. Wow, this is an awesome coaster. Yeah, that was Time Traveler, and this is Thunderation, so. Time Traveler is the new coaster opening up, and it's actually a spinning coaster, but we don't have the spinning coaster, extreme spinning coaster that we can build in there just yet, so. Suppose the Six Flags Great America. What's this there? Just have a great ride. We're gonna go through some terrain here just for fun. I actually got through that pretty well. Carowinds has a very strict no loose articles policy on Fury. On Silver City, you can't have anything. No hats, no bags, cell phones, camera. Can't have anything. Have you been selling stuff since March of last? Sounds about, yeah. I've probably been selling it about since last year. I've been trying to promote it, but never really got around, so. Wow, 18 viewers. Welcome to the stream, guys. We're actually going to be ending here pretty soon, but thanks. How's the business doing for the first year? I actually think I have only sold 1 or 2 things, actually. And I've actually bought 2 things for the ones that could stay for the 24-hour live stream. I actually bought them, so I actually came out of my pocket to buy them those merchandise items, so. Here we go, Thunderation's drop after the lift. And I actually adjusted this a little bit here. I want to see how well it does on the brake run here. A lot better than what we did have it at. I think I actually improved Thunderation quite a bit. One thing, guess it was my... Well, not including your clock, I think Jess did buy one thing... did buy something, so if that counts, I don't really count it, but you're the first person outside of family and yeah. So pretty much you're technically the first sell. But all I do is upload the artwork and then the website takes care of the rest, so that's probably why I don't make that much on it. The Time City sweaters look nice, but it's starting to get a bit hot in here. That's true. That's what I'm going to start doing. I'm just going to start uploading a lot of the logos for some of my rides and stuff that I do build. That way, it's kind of neat. Oh, a little bit of drop frame right there. That's okay. I'll try and get some Time City merch if I can. I would wear it to meet you. Absolutely, that's awesome. Wish the logo was a bit bigger. That is one thing. The logo. The one thing I hate about the site is when you go to edit it, you can only make them so big. That is one thing. I've tried editing it, and you can only make the logo so big unless I can maybe go into Photoshop and make it bigger. That might be an option there. So I might look into that, but. That's the one thing that I thought too. It was a little bit small on the shirts, but that's alright. It was something I was able to set up for free and everything, so I decided to do it. But anyways, I'm going to have to call it quits here for this stream, but thank you guys so much for watching, and we got a lot done. We got a lot Thunderation's station building / queue line started going there, and that's turning out to be pretty good so far. worked a little bit on that building. I've worked on the bakery a little bit more, and yeah, we worked a little bit on this side of Hannah's, and I think we also worked a little bit in the Echo Hollow Theater. So, and of course, Thunderation. We did a couple sections on its custom supports. Anyway, $10 shipping is high. Wish you sell on Amazon instead. Also, you get more profit there. We'll see. I'm going to be looking into more stuff. We'll see. But as of right now, Redbubble was the easiest way to go at the moment. But we'll see. It was really easy to set up and stuff. Also, can you try Outlaw Run Blueprint again? That's something that's gonna be a thing I'm gonna do off screen probably. So that way I don't have to fiddle with it within a stream, and I can actually get some work done because I've fiddled with that quite often. So I'll do that off screen and everything. And again, once we get to that back section, we'll work on that. But I do have to head out because Jess is about to head out, and I got to go see her first, so I'm going to head out, and hopefully we'll be back tonight. Don't know what I'm going to do tonight. Again, I'll get stuff in the scheduling after the park opens. That way, because I don't know my schedule at all right now. Like, I don't know when I'm getting out of work. It could be late. It could be early. I just don't know, so I don't want to put any guarantees on that. So right now, it's just kind of random at the moment, so... Yeah, and I'll remember your Steam requests. Thanks so much for joining in, and I hope you enjoyed it. So, save, save, save. I did that twice, but you can never save too many times. You just can't. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching again. Have a great day, and an even cooler tomorrow. Thanks. Goodbye.